Hello. This is my second attempt at making this video. There. Whew. Today's Yin Yoga. Yin Yoga. And the routine that I'm going to lead you comes out of this book that's no longer in print. Yin Yoga, Outline of a Quiet Practice by Grilley. I think it's the third practice in the book. You can get it at the library at Berry College. They have a hardback copy there if you want to look at it. Yin Yoga looks a lot like restorative yoga in that your body doesn't really move a lot. You're doing long holds. The difference, though, is that with restorative yoga, you're truly trying to relax your whole body. Just let go of stress. With Yin Yoga, the focus is on stretching the connective tissue in the joints, the ligaments and the tendons, and making them longer. And the theory is that to stretch these, you need longer holds. So that's why Yin Yoga sometimes looks like it's relaxing, because people are doing long holds, but they're not always comfortable, because stretching the ligament or a joint or tendon is not always a very comfortable thing to do. So with that in mind, we're going to be doing 2-minute long holds. You will see me look at my watch. You'll see me look at a clock that I've got ahead of me from time to time. I apologize for that, but I'm trying to keep an eye on the time. We're going to hold these each 2 minutes. You can give or take on that. Pause the video if you need to, if you want to hold longer, or fast forward it if you feel like you need a slightly shorter hold in anything in particular. The holds for Yin Yoga can be as long as 5 minutes. And the Shavasana at the end won't be quite as long in the interest of time in that regard as well. So we're going to start with square lotus or square pose. Yin Yoga also names all their poses different things. So this is called fire logs or square pose. If when you do this pose, this practice is focused on the spine and the hips. If this is your pose because your hips are a little bit tighter, then feel free to straighten out the other leg. Notice my foot is not on the floor, though. It's on my thigh. So you choose, and then we're going to just forward fold over this and hold for 2 minutes. So if you start to feel tension in the joint that's being stretched, know that's normal. And just use your breath to try to relax into that a little bit, as much as you can. And then come on up. We're going to flip flop the legs 2 minutes on the other side. Remember, you can straighten that bottom leg if you need to. And then rise on up slowly. We're going to move into half butterfly. So this is a little different. This is full butterfly. This is not half butterfly. We are going to take what I traditionally have called a hurdle or stretch. So you can decide, you want it to be kind of a 90-degree angle, but this is my second time through this routine today. So I'm going to cut it down just a little bit for my own body right now. You do you. Something of a 90-degree angle here. And then inhale, reaching up, exhale, folding for your toe. You may notice at some point that I can go a little bit deeper. Sometimes in Yin Yoga, you get sudden releases where you can just go a little bit deeper as the joint relaxes. This is another pose too where you could use a strap around your foot if you so desired, if you needed that because you can't get to your toes. Rise on up, other side. So this is my bad knee, so I can't quite go out at that angle either because of that. I really should have a strap, but I don't. And then rising up. Bring both legs out straight together, staff pose in traditional yoga. And forward fold. Simple, simple. Here, so inhale, reaching up, and exhale, fold over both legs. And rise on up. We are now moving into dragon pose. I'm going to turn sideways for you. With 2 blocks, one on each side. And this is basically crescent pose, but without the arms. So we're going to have one leg in front, one leg behind. With crescent, I'd have my arms up. But here, I'm just going to use these blocks, sort of like rails, for a 2-minute hold. And we'll change sides. Two minutes. And we'll start transitioning from here to prone, face down. And this next one is not my favorite. I have low back issues, and I find if I do this too much that my low back bothers me, but that's a personal thing. It's called infant pose or Superman. So you're basically going to lift up your arms and your legs, and you're going to hold it for 5 breaths. So let's see how this goes. I may not hold it for 5, but you all can hold it for 5. And when you finish that, you can go into up dog on hands and feet, cobra a little bit lower, baby cobra even lower, all the way down to sphinx. So you choose wherever you want to be along that line. And we're going to be here for 1 minute. And from here, we'll move into child's pose. So you can take whatever form you like, knees wide. What I'd like you to do, though, is to have a block handy. If you can get your head all the way to the floor like this, then you may not need it. But if you can't get your head down, have your forehead supported on the block like this. And then what I want you to do is either on the floor or on the block, very slowly, roll your forehead side to side, just like this. Or if you're on the floor, let's get my arm out of the way, just like this. So what you're doing is you're engaging with the nerves in your forehead. You're adding some acupressure to them. And the nerves in your forehead engage the parasympathetic nervous system, the rest and digest part of our nervous system. So if you have trouble sleeping, trouble with anxiety, forehead massage like this, or even with your hands, is sometimes very, very helpful to kind of bring that stress down. So we're going to hold this for 2 more minutes. One more minute. And then go ahead and start rising up. That was a little less than 2 minutes. And we're going to come to laying supine on your back for the last 3 poses. So just let your legs be out straight for a moment. And just let your knees get a little reset before we move into anything. Take a couple breaths here. So we're going to move into a spinal twist. I'm going to start by taking my leg that's furthest away. It's closest to the wall here. And I'm going to bend the other knee. I'm going to place that leg over top of the other leg. So when I'm looking at where my legs are in space to my head, the leg I just twisted over is actually closer to my head, but it's further away from the camera, it's closer to the wall. Then that leg is going to pull the other leg over into a twist. I'd like my arms, this one's too close to the wall to be straight, but it's arms straight or in cactus arms, palms facing up, whichever you can do. And we'll just be here for 2 minutes or so. Block in my way. I'll move it out of my way. And we're going to come out of this. You can stay for a little bit longer. If you like, you can just pause the camera if you need to. Flip-flop the legs. And now my leg that's closest to the camera is on top. It's closest to my head. And then I'm going to let that leg pull the other leg over into a spinal twist in the other direction. Two minutes here. And then let's rise on up, and we're going to let those legs go out straight again. So we're going to do folding pose or wind relieving pose. So bend whichever leg wants to bend first. And we're just going to grab around the knee, pull that leg into your chest a little bit deeper, and hold for 2 minutes. Let that leg down, other one up, hold on to the other knee. 2 minutes. Breathing. And then let that leg go. The last pose in Yin Yoga is called Pentacle Pose. You want to make a 5-pointed star by spreading your legs out, spreading your arms out, and your head being the points of the star. But if that position is at all triggering or uncomfortable for you, I'd like to invite you to just change it to whatever's comfortable for you. And once you find the position that's comfortable for you, begin to tune into your breath. See if you can breathe both in and out through your nose. Slowing yourself down, calming yourself down. Inhale, abdomen rising. Exhale, abdomen releasing. No need to change anything. The body breathing itself. Inhale, abdomen rising. Exhale, abdomen releasing. And then as you feel ready, you can begin counting your breath in the following manner. Inhale, abdomen rising. 1. Exhale, abdomen releasing. 1. Inhale, abdomen rising. 2. Exhale, abdomen releasing. 2. And keep counting your breath. Keep breathing. And if you lose your spot, no worries. We're simply using this as a dharana, single point of meditation. So just start over with 1. Breathing and counting for 2 more minutes. Begin to return your attention to your body and to your breath. As you feel ready, moving small muscles first, the fingers and the toes. Larger muscles when you're ready for more movement, the arms and the legs moving. Bending your knees. Rolling to your side. Pausing on your side for a couple breaths. And then using your hands to help yourself back to sitting. And then taking the hands down, touch the earth. Inhale the arms up. Palms of the hands together. Exhale the hands down to your heart. Eyes closed, head bows. Take a deep breath in. And out. Eyes open. Head lifts. Namaste. Have a great day.